It's a bit like Kawasaki day today. So this is another pre-ordered bike. This is a 1992 kx250. So Kawasaki kx250. And actually, you know, I don't wash the bikes when they come in. Lots of people say to me, you should wash them, you'll get more money for them. But I like people to get them as they are. I'm not hiding anything. Anyway, this bike, it probably looks a bit worse than it is, really. And I think with a bit of a wash, it would clean up quite well. I don't think the painting the plastics black helps the cause to make it look beautiful either. I don't know why they do that, but some people do. It's obviously leaking from the silencer, so having that repacked would help that. And maybe they've been running it a bit too rich with oil, or maybe it's jetted too rich. Anyway, that would, you know, jetting it down or even just repacking it, like I say, would definitely help with that. I mean, actually, I can see the rivets aren't even in on this side, so just a rebuild of the silencer or whatever would sort that. They've had as much use as they can get pretty much out of that back tyre. The rear brake is binding on, so it makes it difficult to push. They've had as much wear as they can get out of them pads as well, and don't think they were installed quite right, but there we go, that's a different story. The beautifully blue anodised front forks are still beautiful. Both the fork seals are leaking, the left hand side one more so than the right, but nevertheless they are both leaking. Someone's balanced this wheel. I've never seen that on a motocross bike before. Yeah, it's been balanced, so she should be perfect at the front end. Should be no wobbles or anything like that. She turns over. I have to admit, if you check this out here, I've got my motocross boot on. So about 5 or 10 minutes ago, I fired up a kx250, and I did it in my walking boots. And it was all fine, and I went to kickstart this flipping thing up, and I don't think it helps that the foot peg is slightly bent and has been sharpened. In fact, I don't know actually what it was that got me. It could have actually just been the kickstart lever, but anyway, my shin is killing. It got me 3 times. I just thought the first time I'd flipping slipped off it. And that next couple of times, it was my own stupid fault. I should have known. I should have put my motocross boot on and stopped messing about. But anyway, there we go. So she turns over. Good compression, look. For a 250, that's mega. Sparks, kill switch works. There's oil in the gearbox. The coolant in the radiators is beautifully bright green. Rims look good. Yeah, I think just with a bit of a clean up, she'd be beautiful. She really, really would. Get that black paint off there, or new set of plastics and a set of graphics. Get these horrible modern plastics off the front. Yeah, she'll clean up good. She'll clean up good. And I have just had a run in. Again, I'm using the remote bottle of fuel because the fuel in the tank's likely to be stale. It didn't actually smell that bad, but there we go. It's better to kick it less with fresh fuel than kicking and kicking and kicking. Choke's not staying up on this, so I've just put a little cable tie on it to keep the choke up while I'm kicking it over. I'm going to jack it up now, and I will do the gearbox test. Actually, oh, look at that. I've just noticed. I was just about to say we'll do a rear suspension test, but I think I've just answered my own question, because I can see a load of black oil on the shock shaft. Right, there appears to be damping, but I can tell you now there's oil on the shock shaft, which means the shaft seal has gone. So, fork seals, So front fork rebuild and rear shock rebuild as well. I mean, that is to be expected, you know, these bikes, in general, what I tell everyone is, it's the flipping seals and everything, and the plastic and rubber parts that go, it's the metal parts that are good from America. So they don't rust, but the plastic and the rubber perishes in the sun and the heat, and that's that. So anyway, right, here we go. She's in neutral. The chain's not great. She's in first. Back into neutral. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Top of the gearbox. Back down to fourth. Third. Second. Back up to neutral. Like I said, chain's not great. That is gonna definitely. Oh, flipping. Rear brake seized on, isn't it? That's why it wasn't turning the back wheel very easily. Right, so I'll take her off the stand now. Lower the ramp down, fire her up, and then you can see her running. So like I said, I put a cable tie on the choke, so I'm going to fire her up with the choke on, and probably cut the cable tie off, set the choke off. Good. She sounds really good. Like I say, probably a better bike than she looks, really. Anyway, so job's a good one.